Morning, Ella. Have you had your egg? No, Mum, I had something else. I had an apple, a banana. Well, eggs are actually really good for your breakfast, so you need to really have it. Would you like to have an egg? No, Mum, I'm full. I don't really need any egg today. In fact, I can cook it in any way you like. Boiled, steamed, omelette, or even a soup. Oh, Mum, I already had it. Had breakfast. I don't want any egg anymore. So this is what happened this morning. And the conversation went on a bit longer and ended up with a request from my daughter. Mum, could you please just shut up and listen? Fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. Shut up and listen. This is actually a challenge I set myself when I went for a coaching training. And I can't really remember how I couldn't apply this in the real life. So I stopped myself and I reflected myself, trying to figure out why I didn't do that and what I can do differently to make this morning a little bit more healthier. So I always looked at myself as a result-oriented person, and I thought I should have worked out the reason behind it, why she doesn't like an egg, and work out to a solution, but I didn't. So I think the reason being is, firstly, I didn't really take it serious because I was half asleep. I was just getting up, and I think this is my daughter. I can talk to her in any way I would like, just to deliver the message. So I think this happens a lot in the working place as well. For those people who you think you are, very close with, or you think you know them well, you just don't really take things seriously enough. So I didn't really apply the skills which I should have, because I learned this attentive or active listening skills, but I totally just forget because I didn't take it serious. And secondly, I was fully occupied with my own purpose. I got a lot of knowledge, and I finished it. I need to finish it. And also my ultimate goal is to get this egg into her stomach. And it's not done yet. So I was fully occupied with my own purpose. And the third one is, I think I was indulged with an emotion. Because I am a mum. I care for my daughter. I do all the good things I think I should for him. I do all the hard work. I educate him, and I was doing the cooking as well for her benefit. How good I am as a mum. I really enjoy this feeling. And her reply actually interrupted me for my full enjoyment. So my very smart brain just filtered out. I think that's the three main reasons why I did that. Up to this level of analysis, I remembered why I choose shut up and listen as my challenge. Shutting up is actually a really big challenge for a blank filler like me. And that affects a lot of listening, because my mind was occupied with my own thought, and I couldn't really get all this information, and it doesn't really help with well-being or the relationship or get the result. So my autopilot is to do the speaking and leaving the listening job to you guys. And when I think about this morning, I thought I can do something different, a few things at least. Firstly, be attentive. That means I register what she says and accept it, and just to really listen. Okay. So she made it very clear in the beginning. She said, I don't want the egg. So I should really respect that instead of imposing my parental authority over her. Just treat her equal, instead of just being, I can educate you. Okay, so that's the first thing. And the second thing is to be sympathetic, really put myself into her shoes to find out her purpose, her intention, instead of just saying, oh, I'm doing for your benefit. Are you really doing for her benefit? Or you just really squeeze that under, really you're actually for your own benefit because I have this urge to really express. Okay, and the third one is to accept. So not all the conversation really lead to a solution. Sometimes we just, accept the result. Like if she doesn't like egg, it's not end of the world. Of course, it might be different in the working place, but as Jordan Peterson says, if you really listen, people will tell you everything and anything. So this can lead to a solution or a effective, a way out. At least it's going to help your well-being and build a relationship. So I have shared a slightly unpleasant episode for this morning. And actually, when I talked with my daughter with my playthrough, she's really happy. So I think everyone have similar situation in your family or at a workplace. I hope I'm not the only disliked mom in this room. But we can actually reduce the unpleasance in a way of like what we did, be attentive, be sympathetic and accepting. So at last, I'm going to challenge you guys with shut up and listen, especially Gareth. So not only for the working place, but also for personal life as well. Thank you very much.